Okay, you're both fierce competitors on the racetrack, but off the racetrack, or even at the racetrack, you manage to remain friends. How does that work? I mean, how do you turn it on and turn it off?
Well, I thought we were friends. I really did. You know, I mean, we're sitting there, we're cruising down the road. We're in my motorhome. Springer's driving it. He's got a friend that passed away, Dan Fortner. They're driving down the road. We pull over to get gas. Me and my wife get out of the truck. We're sitting there. Next thing you know, the truck is gone. I come out and go, all right. Well, they're messing with him. I walk around the building. Me and Wanda's looking around going, did they say anything? What happened? We're sitting there, and we're half hour goes by, and we're looking, and I'm going, well, we can't call the cops. They'll be back. They'll figure out that we're gone. You know, I mean, I was sleeping up in the top bunk. She was sitting in the back seat reading a book. I'm like, they gotta know we're not in the truck, you know. We're sitting there, you know. Finally, it was like, Wanda, we gotta call the cops. I mean, it's been an hour. They've not come back.
We're in the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Yeah, we're in the Pennsylvania Turnpike, you know, and I've walked around the building about 3 times going, well, there's no bullshit. They've left. And obviously they haven't come back. So, you know, 2 hours go by. Finally, cop comes by. This is 3 hours. The cop come by, and he goes, you guys haven't been picked up yet? We're like, nope. He goes, well, let me get on the radio. So we jump in the cop car. He goes, get in the cop car. You're going with me. We're like, okay. And jump in the car. We're ripping down the road trying to find them. And he said they had already talked to him. They've turned around. They were two hours down the road. And so he took us down the road. This time it was dark. And we ended up he flies down the road, and finally he goes, you can spot the truck. I goes, believe it or not, at first, in the meantime, he was going, were you guys fighting or anything? Was there like any issues? Like, no, we're friends, we're good buddies, and all this. So they took in, all right, and then next thing you know, there's a truck right there, and so he jumps off goes down through the median, boom, catches up to him, pulls him over again. We finally make it to the truck, get back. Well, the long story is, instead of showing up at Hagerstown, Maryland about 9 o'clock, it was about 3 in the morning.
It took us about 12, 15 hours to get there.
So you think that's a friend? You think that's a friend, Werner?
Yeah. Well, obviously you remain friends. I mean, you know, Springer and Scott, you know, as competitive as they are on the racetrack, I mean, just the fact that they're here today and not throwing daggers at one another, you know, they'd stuff each other in the turn, they'd go wide open around the hay bales, but, you know, off the racetrack, they're the salt of the earth. And anybody who knows any one of these gentlemen, and I was privileged to work with both of them, know that they can turn it on and turn it off.